Welcome to the Work Wives and Real Lives podcast. I'm Katie.
And I'm Ava. We're two best friends and coworkers spilling the tea on business, boundaries, and all the beautiful chaos in between.
From workday wins to real life messes, we're talking through it all.
Unfiltered, unpolished, and always putting friendship first.
Think of it as your weekly catch up with your favorite coworker turned soul sister.
So grab your coffee
or your wine
and let's get into it.
Stunning.
What is up, Work Wife fam? It is Ava and Katie coming at you with another episode. What's happening?
We're sponsored today by IVs. We're getting
sponsored by IVs, which we'll get into in a second. But this episode is all about boundaries, burnout, and saying no, which, we all need it, especially me.
Yes.
Especially me. This one is for me.
That's for you. I love saying no. I say no every day.
I love saying yes every day.
Yeah.
Every single day. And I'm feeling that today, especially. But, oh, look at that.
He's checking my vitals.
Look at that arm.
Make sure I'm still alive.
Make sure she's still alive and breathing. Blinking. I've got a good eye on you. So does your lovely IV nurse tech. Tell us what you have going on that side, Katie.
Yeah, so our friend from college is here, and he is an RN, registered nurse, and he does to you like IV treatments. And so he came over and hooking me up.
What better time than the present?
What better time to do it than on the pod?
Absolutely. We are going to absolutely plug him. So if you're in the Orange County area, we'll give you a little bit more details about all the lovely fountain of youth Katie is getting injected into her at the very moment.
And the best part is you can still drink when you do it.
Wow.
Options.
Multitasking at its finest.
Yes. So hashtag Josh Witt.
Hashtag Josh Witt.
Elevation. So if you're just Orange County. Oh, all of Southern California, essentially.
All of South OC or Southern California, actually. Sorry, never mind.
All Orange County.
I don't live here anymore.
You don't live here anymore. You're in Tennessee. Inland Empire and Los Angeles. Hit him up. Hit me up. I'll DM his info.
Yeah, we'll tag him on the pod
too. Him on the pod.
Yeah, on our social media, so you all can hit him up at your next event.
Yeah, do an IV party.
Or if you're anything like Katie and I, just the hustle and bustle.
My favorite is he's like, yeah, if you drink alcohol, this one's really good, as I'm sipping wine.
Like,
yes, we do.
Drinking alcohol at the time.
Perfect.
Yeah, he was going through the list of all the vitamins and things being injected into her at the moment. I'm like, oh, yep, that's a good one. Oh, yep, I need that. So,
yeah,
she's got a list.
I have a menu.
Let's read it. Let's hear about it.
Are all of these the ones you gave me?
No, you've gotten a little over half of them.
Okay, so we have definitely zinc, which supports immune health and healing, magnesium, muscle relaxation, and sleep support. I am so sore today, so this is perfect, and I don't sleep at all, as we all know. You get my 4 a.m. Text messages. Vitamin C.
Love it.
What else did I get?
Thiamine. Antioxidant, really good for skin.
Oh, yes, skin.
You got NAD, which is going to be really good for sleep.
It's good for cellular repair, so it repairs your DNA.
Wow.
It gives you cognitive boost. And it's anti-aging, which we all need because the Botox pills add up. Oh, biotin.
Oh.
Skin and nails and hair.
That'll be good for your hair.
That'll be good for my hair. Maybe one day I can take these extensions out. My nails do grow super fast, though. It's
can't have it all,
There's so many options, though. Like if you're feeling sick, they have Zofran, Toradol, which is pain relief, Pepcid for heartburn. Oh, need that after last night's Valentino's. Drill if you have allergies.
My gosh, Kelsey needed that after her reaction. Whatever
Oh
reaction
my
she
God.
had. Oh
That
no.
was so
I think
bad.
she's okay with us talking about it, but oh
I
my
look so
gosh.
washed out again. We need to fix my lighting next time.
Yeah, we'll fix it
Yeah,
next
no,
time.
Kelsey got some sort of skin treatment and her whole face, like her eyes swelled shut. We don't know what
Yeah,
happened.
so I believe so she had a laser treatment done, and when you have that done, it opens up a lot of things. I like to explain that your face at that point is almost like an open wound. And so she either same day or next day went into New York City because she lives in Jersey. So she went into Manhattan for the day to celebrate was that their anniversary? Something.
Yeah, it was their anniversary.
And she is severely allergic to shellfish or just fish in general.
Shellfish and seafood, any sort of thing in the water.
Yeah, anything in the water. I assume.
She also can't swim, so she's like a great person to bring to Hawaii with you because she can't eat anything and she can't swim.
I mean, neither can I. So you really picked winners as best friends.
I really did. You guys are like the worst people. I'm like, just take some Lactaid for you and just carry your, little
EpiPen.
shots around, EpiPen, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And you'll be fine.
But she must have come into contact somehow with seafood. It might have been in the atmosphere. I don't know. But
New York
her
City's a
whole
fishy
face,
place.
it's a very fishy place. Yeah. Don't know. She could have been on the subway or in a cab or an Uber, and someone could have had seafood on their hands. And people are dirty. People are very
Truly.
dirty in the city and just in general. So somehow she came into contact with seafood and her whole face swelled up to the point where she was unrecognizable. And I've had these laser treatments done and I have looked unrecognizable the day after, where it's just complete swelling. I look like a Cabbage Patch doll in real
She
life.
does.
And at the time I had eyelash extensions that were ginormous, and it was not cute. But anywho.
I don't ever get crazy lasers, but the first time I got microneedling, which was like a very light microneedling compared to like what Ava gets, I didn't know you weren't
Yeah.
supposed to like put product on after. She probably told me, but I just probably wasn't listening. And so I had a dinner that night, so I put my makeup on, which was fine going on. And then when I had to take my makeup off at the end of the night, it burned so bad.
Yeah.
Terrible. And then a couple of times later, I was complaining about how I'm getting like lines on my neck and I need like Botox in my neck. And she was like, "Oh, I'll do some microneedling on you." But it was so ticklish that like I was laughing. And she's like, "Oh, we'll just turn it up." And then it was so painful. I wanted to die. So and it still probably wasn't even at your level. So I don't know how.
No, I like
You
to
do
go real hard in the paint when it comes to microneedling, lasers. I grew up with terrible acne, and so now I unfortunately have scarring from it. It's gone a lot better, but I was very fortunate to work in a dermatologist's office, and so I had access to the best lasers, microneedling, all that jazz. So you name it, I've done it to my face.
But,
Love it.
whatever we got to do to just keep moving, keep grooving,
Keep living,
keep looking like a bunch of threes, according to the one guy on TikTok. So,
you know what? He can go suck it.
speaking of TikTok, I did deactivate my account because people are insane. I had one guy threaten to beat me up. And this is all from the satirical commentary on men who wear sandals with jeans.
I would love your registered nurse you have nearby, his
He's
take
dying.
on. No,
What's
he
your
does not
feeling
do
on-
that.
Garrett does it.
In Southern California, it's totally fine.
I know it is.
It's classy,
Okay.
but you're also comfortable.
I know people do it,
No.
but it doesn't make it okay. So you're fine. But literally, one guy threatened to meet me up. Another guy implied he knew where I lived. And it was just good. I don't mind like people trolling us, and I love trolling them back, and the comments were fun. And then they got aggressive, and then I was like, you know what? I'm kind of good with this.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're off the talk. It was a very short-lived. I didn't join TikTok till July, so I never like was into it, and now
Yeah.
I am glad it was short-lived.
I was on the talk right in the beginning of COVID when everybody was just dancing their little hearts out on TikTok. I as well was dancing my little heart out, learning all the trends, the renegade, whatever, you name it, I did it. Until one day, I was scrolling on TikTok as one does very late at night in bed. And out of nowhere, I get a pop-up notification saying that my Apple ID is being used in Wuhan, China.
No other place than Wuhan. The start of COVID, and your phone gets hacked from Wuhan.
My heart stopped. I was like, and at that point, somehow both my husband and I's Apple IDs were on each other's phones. So he got the same pop-up notification. And oh my gosh, my heart fell out of my butthole. I immediately deactivated. And then a couple years go by and I got back on it. And what happened? There was a lot of racial anti-Semitism things. So I
It's just a
quickly got
terrible
off
place.
again. Yep.
It was
It
funny.
is a
I had
terrible place.
posted one of the first videos I posted on TikTok. I posted the same video on Instagram, and it was, again, satire, like making fun of my husband being a passenger princess flying. Of course, my husband works and helps pay for things. Like, it's a joke. But people on TikTok don't know how to take a joke, apparently. So on Instagram, all the comments were like, we want to be Garrett. Like, that's the, like, just like funny, like supportive. Everything on TikTok, oh, like your husband doesn't work and pay the bills. Like, what do you do? And I'm like, it's a joke. Like, get over it.
It's a
People just
joke.
take
And also,
life
so
too
what?
seriously. And who cares? And I actually did pay for this trip, okay? Doesn't mean he doesn't pay for anything else, but like, this was my trip I paid for. So, bragging that we were in first class because it was like a flight from Orange County to Detroit. Like, I'm sorry they're not lay flat seats. I'm sorry that's not good enough for you.
I love that. Tell me, I feel like we haven't spoken since last week's episode. So tell me,
What have we been doing? Why haven't we
I've
spoken?
been a
Oh,
world
you were out of
traveler.
town. Yeah. Let's
I
start
was
with
out
you.
of
You did
town.
more fun stuff than I did. I don't even know what you did.
So I was in my home in Tennessee for maybe 48 hours or less, and then quickly hopped on another flight to Colorado, where we got to see my husband's sister and her 2 children. So that was lots of fun. I got to see my niece and nephew. I haven't seen them since Christmas, and they are full on human beings, which is crazy. And they are very much in the know of all the trends that the kids are doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I have no idea what the kids are doing these days, but apparently the new saying is 6'7". Have you heard this before?
6'7"?
Yeah,
No, I've never heard this.
I have no idea what this
Have
is.
Yeah.
you? Oh, Josh has heard it.
Josh has heard it. Yeah, it's from a
What does it
song.
mean? Oh, a song.
It doesn't really mean anything. It's just the kids find it needs
Yeah.
situation to use it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it doesn't mean anything, but the kids are finding like any possible way to utilize it. Apparently, it's like
It's like what
from
you
a
use while
basketball
you're writing a
player.
podcast. Oh, like 6 or 7. It's like supposed to be funny because you use it in
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they couldn't even explain it to me. I was like, what is 6'7"? They're like,
They don't even know.
6'7". And so
5, 6, 7, 8.
7, 8. I'm like, that's the only counts I know.
No.
Or 3, 6, 9 is
Damn, you're
another. Yeah, that's another sequence of numbers I know. Or the only 6'7" I know is a Lil Wayne song. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot. You know? Yeah, that's the only 6'7" I know. Outside of that, any numerical numbers I know are 3, 6, 5. Damn, she's fine.
Absolutely.
So, anywho.
Isn't it 3, 6, 9? Damn, you're fine.
Oh yeah,
I was
3,
just
6, 9.
thinking, I was just thinking about what you said.
You're
I was
like,
like, wait, are
3,
those
6,
the
5.
random? 3, 6, 5, 5, 3, 0, 1. What's that song?
I do remember that.
So
Was that a
apparently, if
commercial?
you use that phone number, I think it's a commercial or something. No, it's a song. But if you use that phone number at like a grocery store or like a gas station for like rewards points, you're almost guaranteed to get rewards because people like that's what I've heard in the
Oh,
internet lore
fun.
is that people use that number all the time. What is it? 8675309. Is that it?
09. I think
Quoting two
so.
different
I'm putting two different songs. Oh, good. We just mashed them
Eh,
together. Whatever.
we just meshed it all together. But yeah, that's what the kids are saying. 6, 7. So we were saying it all weekend and they were thoroughly embarrassed. And
That's so
w-
funny. I've seen like so many posts about like people that like have what is it, Gen Zers? What is it, the new generation? And then their parents will like
ooh,
whip out
I
their
can't keep
their
up.
like words, and then they get all embarrassed, and they're like, "You can't say
Yeah, they were very embarrassed by us, but it's okay. I will remind them someday that I am cool and that they have the coolest aunt, and they're going to see how cool I am once they're on social media.
that." Absolutely,
Right?
absolutely.
Absolutely. Oh, my aunt's an influencer. She's so cool.
She's so
But
cool.
we did a few things. We went to the Coors Brewery tour, which was really
Coors,
cool. Coors Light or
Coors Light.
Coors Light.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah, Coors.
I say Coors.
Coors.
I say Coors. Is it Coors or Coors?
depends which beer.
Oh,
There's Coors Light and the Banquet Coors.
oh.
I had both. Yes, yes.
Do
Well, I
you
had
like
both.
Coors Light?
Coors.
Beer in general, or beer in general?
I will have beer. Yes, I'm well versed in my alcohol. Yeah, I'll have a beer.
I don't think I've ever seen you drink a beer.
Because I preferably enjoy wine and fine cocktails.
Whiskey? Do you like whiskey or
Whiskey.
bourbon, or both?
I like both. They're kind of both in the same family, in the same realm. But yeah, we had a little brewery tour and that was super cool. I got a hat. Everybody loves the hat. I was getting so many comments.
Oh,
And we played a Nerf gun war with gosh, how old were they? It was like a 8 or 9-year-old birthday party. We joined in as extras and those kids straight up smelled. Okay,
how old are these kids?
they were like
8 or 9,
8
you
or
said?
9. Yeah.
Yeah, because they're not like they're starting to get like I feel like chemicals coming out of like they start to smell
They're
around that
starting
age, and
to
then
get
they
BO.
don't. Yeah, they don't use deodorant yet.
No, nor do they wash their body. I'm not quite sure. But it literally
Everett,
smelled like booty.
Everett,
Oh, what's Evie doing?
exit, please. The more you interrupt me, the longer this takes, and then the longer I get to hang out with you, or the less I get to hang out with you. Thank you.
But the children smelled. Someone kept farting. It was not me. I will
Ew.
always own up to my toots. But some child, I think, literally shot their pants because it was so bad. But man, was I going to town on those little Nerf gun shooting things. It was epic. My
Sounds fun.
whole strategy with laser tag or any type of sort of game like that is to hide. And I pop out of nowhere and I just go pew, 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 pew. And then I hide again. And I'm always the last man standing. And then I'm like, oh shit. And, so, and it's like 5 against 1. I'm like, I don't know what to do. And then I get hit. And then everyone on my team is like, ah. So
Good. Do you
it's
remember
feeling good.
do you remember the laser tag at Camelot?
Heck yes.
So we drove by the other day, and Garrett goes, "We are going to a child's birthday party, which I'll get into in a little bit." But like, while we're on the subject, he's like, "I'm gonna just drop you off and go to Boomers." I'm like, "That is not Boomers. That is Camelot.
It's
Like,
Camelot, sir.
you don't get it twisted.
Don't
Camelot's
get
a
it
legend."
twisted. It is a huge legend. I was always at Camelot. I loved the arcade. I'm not quite good at mini golf, but laser tag, like I said, key for me is I'm incognito. Nobody knows where I am. Nobody knows I'm coming. I'm like a little sniper. So watch out.
Wait, hold on. So my daughter's at Cotillion right now, and she didn't. It's
Oh,
her first one. She did not want to go. Like she and her little friends that we forced into it, they're so pissed that they have to dance with boys. And literally,
Stop.
I got a video of her right now, and like you're not going to be able to. Just can you see her eyes?
Yeah, yeah. No, I can't see
She's
her
just
eyes.
like, oh, I'll send it to you. But she just looks. Oh, I need to watch this video.
Be frightened.
She's so annoyed. She's like, I want nothing. She has to hold this boy's hands.
Oh, yeah. I was talking to my sister-in-law about that because my niece is 12, 13,
Mm-hmm.
12, and she is not boy crazy at all. Nobody else really her age is either. And I remember at that age being like crazy about boys. Like I literally broke my arm over a boy.
I obviously had a boyfriend when I was in kindergarten, and
Yes.
his name, I still remember it. His name was Joey, hashtag Joey.
Never forget.
And yeah, we had a very intense relationship.
Really intense.
I I was
I hope your nurse is like, what the fuck?
yeah.
What is this podcast even about?
No one knows what it's about. It's just no,
Everyone
whatever.
knows what it's about.
It's so anyways, when my daughter was in kindergarten, I was volunteering to help out lunchtime, and the kindergartners and the first graders play together. And this little boy was crying, and as a volunteer, you're not allowed to like really interact with the kids. You're just supposed to like alert a teacher if something happens that you see. So this little boy's like in the corner crying. So I went and told a teacher, and she went over and talked to him and then came back, and she was like, his girlfriend just broke up with him. I was like, he's in first grade. And obviously I forgot about my kindergarten romance at that point. But my daughter has never, like, when I told her she had to dance with a boy at this thing, she's like, boys are gross. I'm like, honestly, yes. But
Yes, they are.
it's like, it's respectful, professional. Well, because then she's like, she was excited when I said there was dancing. She's like, she loves to dance. But then I was like, well, you have to dance with a boy. And that's when she was like, ew. And I was like, well, no, it's not. It's just like, the dancing that Daddy and I did at our wedding, like our vow renewal. And she's like, ew, like that made it even worse. And I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
you guys
well.
were up on each other.
I was trying to
Well,
explain it was
grinding.
like ballroom dancing, not like
Bump and grind.
it was some bumping and grind. And it was just, I should have had her watch like Dancing with the Stars or something.
Oh, 100%, which
Yeah.
we'll talk about later.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had a great time in Colorado. We drove all the way up to a mountain peak that was 14,000
I thought
feet.
you walked that when you sent me a photo.
Hell no, I would have.
That's why I was like, what the fuck?
I would have died. I would not be sitting here today. I
Is
would
that
have
like
passed
Mount
away.
Everest status?
No, Mount Everest, gosh, is a lot higher.
Josh,
Let
how
me
many
ask
feet is
chat.
Mount Everest? I feel like you'd know this.
Well, no, Whitney's 12.
Yeah,
Everest is
Whitney's
taller,
12.
so it's probably 14 or 15,000. If I had to take a guess, how many GTS it?
She's on chat right now.
1,000 feet is Mount
29,000 feet?
Everest. Yeah,
Damn.
it is.
Well, you did basically just
So-
did half that, but you drove
I did
it.
half
You
of it.
You
Yeah,
did walk.
we drove it,
Whitney's
and
15. Everest the tallest 29.
Yeah.
oh my gosh, there were people hiking, not at the very top. At the very top, it was more like an observatory where you could just take pictures, and there was a little museum. But even just walking up maybe like a small flight of stairs was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
Let's go.
It was insane. I
Yeah.
needed one of those IVs immediately after. So, but then today I did my workout that I do on a normal basis, 12, 3:30. I run it, and I
You
was
run
like, oh.
that?
So I walk the first 5 as a warm up, and then I run the rest.
At
And
3?
so it's a speed of 3, incline of 12 for 30
Oh.
minutes. So basically I run 25 minutes.
It's terrible.
Yeah, it is terrible, but that's why.
That's why.
That's why. No, I do it when leading up to any time I'm about to film, which again, I'm about to film again next week.
Oh, I thought you meant the podcast.
Oh, not the podcast. My other job where I have to work out on camera.
We really need to get this lighting situation
Yeah,
figured
we
out.
do. We'll
I need
figure
to,
it out. That's a little better.
whatever. No one needs to see me.
No. But
It's
yeah,
always this chaotic,
14,000
Josh.
feet is no joke.
No
But
joke.
that was my weekend. Now I'm here,
Now you're
here for a
here.
week. I'm
And
back
you're
out.
back with me.
Yeah. Tell me
Cute.
about your weekend, all the things. Oh my gosh.
We actually had a pretty low-key weekend, which was needed because this weekend's already going to be insane.
What's going on?
Um, oh, well, obviously, Life of a Showgirl comes out.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
I get to
How
listen
could
to it
one
at 9
forget?
p.m. on Thursday. How could you forget? Fired.
Right?
Um,
Tired.
so Friday night, I'm going with Wyatt and a bunch of her friends and their moms to see the movie.
Yes.
And then Saturday, we have like a birthday party, a soccer game. I'm teaching. And then there was supposed to be this Girl Scout s'mores night at this regional park nearby, and I bowed out of that. I was like, no, no, thank you. And then Sunday we have like another kids party, so it's just a lot.
That
But
is a
this
lot.
weekend, what did we do? Friday night, I don't think we did anything, and then Saturday I taught, went to a soccer game, went straight to a kid's birthday party. It was at one of those like kid fun zone places, which I don't mind this one because they serve alcohol. But it was do not go to Urban Air Fullerton on a Saturday afternoon because this
It looked
place, I've been
terrible.
there. Yeah, I've been there before. Like we did my daughter's birthday party there. Sunday afternoons, great time to go. Sunday mornings. They had to have been at max capacity. It was literally insanity. Um, you couldn't walk. Like it was just too crowded. Um, the kids had fun, and then I had to go to the stupid nerd shop with Garrett to go look at Pokemon cards
Duh.
on the way home.
Was there a special Pokemon card that came out or something released?
There was a new release and he got it. They had just put
Okay.
them out at this shop. So he
Yes,
was,
because we walked by a game store and there were men camped out.
yeah.
So I assumed
So
it had to be Pokemon.
it's this bot. I think it's the same one because he was super excited that they had it. And they were like, no, we literally just put it out. Like it'll be gone in like an hour. And we happened to
Crazy.
just show up at that time. There were grown men actually sitting in the shop playing cards. I didn't actually know you
Oh,
really
for
played
sure.
Pokemon. I thought like when I was little, I just collected the cute ones. But like apparently people, especially men in their 30s and 40s, actually played this game.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what game it
I
is,
don't know
but I
how to
do
play.
remember you trade cards.
So
But I
this
don't know
isn't
what the
trading. I
exact
think
game
like
is.
other Pokemon kill the other Pokemons. Yeah. Do you play Pokemon?
It's okay.
Sure,
Sure.
Josh.
Sure.
Technically defeat the other person, you get the card, so it's like the gotta catch 'em all.
Oh, you get to take their cards. So it's like war. Hey, did you know you can play War in Vegas now?
Sign me up.
That's the only game I want to play.
Yes, that is the only game I will destroy everyone at, unless the game sequence is going to be played in the
Oh, yes.
casinos.
I heard you're good at that.
I'm the reigning champ of the family.
Well, yeah, luckily because he found what he wanted, and this card store is actually pretty small, like as far as inventory wise, there wasn't a lot to look at. So we got the cards left. I was passed out on the couch. I think I fell asleep according to my Aura ring at 6:45 p.m.
That's beautiful.
I think I woke up at 8 and then like did a quick clean of the house and fell back asleep. And then Sunday, we went to church and then we went to brunch with some friends. And then they were going to a different card shop. Like this is a big legit one.
Oh my gosh.
Luckily I had to teach, so I couldn't partake in that adventure. They were there for like 2
Yes.
hours.
Wow.
Because we left brunch at the same time. I went and taught a whole hour-long class, and then they got home like an hour after I got home. but I got a new Labubu and I got
I saw.
some
You
clothes
got
for
cute
it.
clothes for it.
Yeah. So
I
we're
love that
all,
for you.
as Jeff reminded me, tall Jeff, we're all nerds in our own way. So
We are.
we
I'm trying
are.
to think
I
of
love
the nerdy thing about me. I
the
don't know.
anti-nerd about you is that you've never seen a Harry Potter movie, which is just blasphemy.
Yes, I've never seen the movies. I've never read a book.
You like the Star Wars movies, though. That's kind of nerdy.
Yeah, that's pretty nerdy.
I love Star Wars. I don't enjoy the new Star Wars movies, though. I think they're kind of terrible.
No. It's all about the original trilogy.
I like the originals. I liked episodes 1 through 3. I didn't like episodes, 7 through 9. And then
Anything with freaking Ren, that little
no.
whore, I cannot.
Ray.
Yeah.
Ray?
See?
Yeah,
Ray, Ren,
those movies were
don't
terrible.
know. Not memorable. Sorry.
I like some of the shows. Like I like the Boba Fett show. I like the
Okay. Yeah.
The Mandalorian. I
See, I
like
loved Mandalorian. We could not get into any of the others.
I couldn't get into Andor. Apparently it's really good. I
Yeah.
couldn't watch it. I don't watch any of the cartoon ones. And then
No.
I watched the Obi-Wan show. It was okay. But
Yes, I love quoting Obi-Wan.
so
Hello there.
At Kelsey's wedding, our the hair and makeup situation was a whole situation because that
I remember
makeup
this. Yes.
artist's like dad died or something like the night before, so she had to cancel. And then we got our hair done at Dry Bar, and she had done a trial and stuff with a specific person,
Yeah.
and her hair looked great. My hair I thought looked good, but AJ she did one like a low bun with like some braids going into it.
Yeah.
And she just had this one curl like right here, just hanging. And she was like, I look like Obi-Wan Kenobi. So now anytime someone has a stray hair just hanging down out of
It's
a
a look.
ponytail, it's an Obi. We call it an Obi.
Good old Obi. Rest in peace. He was a real one.
P. Did you get the N80? Oh.
How's your sleep? Did it improve at all?
Dude, I had a nightmares the next day.
Was I actually had
Yeah,
dreams,
yeah.
huh?
Oh yeah.
Regardless of good or bad, you still get
Yeah, they
dreams?
were like bad then. And like we got off the boat onto the shore and the girls were like, we're going to the spa. And I was like, what the fuck, the crocodiles, the kids. And then these crocodiles got Everett.
Do you normally remember these things?
Yeah.
So that was my weekend. I didn't really do a lot, but
It's
that
good.
was it.
Sometimes you need those resets. And that's a great segue into our topic. But before we get into the actual topic, we do need to do our dramatic reading. Take it away, Katie.
Okay, so today we're going to read. So I recently bought an Aura ring. And when I ordered the ring, I had prepaid for a year of the subscription. And then when I actually received the ring, it kept just saying in the app I didn't have a subscription and made me sign up for a monthly one. And it was like 9:00 at night. I was trying to set this thing up. So I was like, whatever, I'll just agree to it and then I'll contact them the next day. So I'm going to tell a tale of boundaries not existent for this person, this customer service person, in her respect for or lack thereof of my time, and how you can also be an angry customer but still not be an asshole. So I don't think I was an
Love it.
asshole. Her manager agreed with me. I wasn't. It escalated. And keep in
No.
mind, this was over a $5.99 charge.
Every penny
So
counts.
every penny counts. So the thing with Aura Ring is you can't actually call or email anyone. You have to just submit a request and then you have to use their chat function. So it was like 6:30 in the morning. I used their chat function. It was like a 20+ minute wait. And it keeps asking you every couple of minutes if you're still there. I waited 20+ minutes just to get through to someone. And it was a very simple request. It said, hey, I already prepaid for a membership. It wasn't linked to my account somehow. So it made me sign up for this one. I don't care if you want me on the monthly or you want me on the prepaid. I just need a refund for one or the other because I'm not paying for 2 memberships. She starts out and it was fine. And sorry. Okay, so here we go. So she says, hi, I'm blank with the Aura member care team. Please give me a moment to get caught up on your messages because you have to like tell the AI chatbot your whole life story before you can get through to someone.
Right.
And then I said, okay. And she goes, a few minutes later, thanks for your patience. I see you prepaid for a membership and you were charged for a monthly plan. And I said, yes. And she's like, okay, can I have 5 minutes to take a quick look? I'm like, it's like magic. I
That
said,
is like
in my
magic.
brain, I'm like, you literally just looked and just told me what was going on. Wow.
Sorry, it's a smoky cocktail.
He made you a smoky cocktail?
I love a smoky cocktail.
That's like so fancy for a Monday night at home. Like you're just making smoky cocktails.
That is, you know, a night at the Bedeau's. Doesn't matter the day.
I guess we know your last name.
We know the last name. We're good.
Okay. So she asked for another 5 minutes to take a look at something she just looked at. And then I say yes. 10 minutes later, I respond, are you still there? And she goes, I'm still working on the case. Can I have 5 more minutes? And I said, okay. And then she says, I need to complete my review of your account details and billing history to determine the best way to resolve this. How about just cancel the monthly membership and refund the last payment? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Once I have all the information, I'll be able to process the appropriate refund and ensure your prepaid membership is correctly applied. And I said, okay. So then another 5 minutes goes by. I apologize for the delay. Can I extend the hold? This should take about 10 minutes, but I will check in every 5 minutes. I said, okay. Thank you. And she goes, thanks so much for your patience. This is another 5 minutes later. I should be able to activate your subscription shortly. Let me inform you once that is done so I can process the refund. Can I have 5 more minutes?
She's a busy gal.
She's busy. And I said, okay. 6 minutes later, she goes, I'm now, and I have this all time-stamped in my transcript, so that's how I know all these things. I'm now going to process a refund for the monthly membership charge. Once I complete these actions, the refund should appear in your account within 2 to 3 days. Your prepaid membership will then be active and provide you a full year, blah, 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 blah. And I said, great, thank you. 4 minutes later, I've successfully activated your subscription. Could you please give me 5 more minutes? I'm working on refunding the money to your account. And I said, yes, thank you. 6 minutes later, thank you for patiently waiting. I am still working on the case. Could I have 5 more minutes?
What is there to
I said,
work on?
I was going crazy. I feel like in my brain of conspiracy theories, I'm like, she's just trying to make this so difficult, so I give up and just leave the chat and she never resolves it. But no way was I doing that.
No, ma'am.
I was dying on this hill.
Don't underestimate the patience.
So I apologize for this is 6 minutes later. I apologize for the delay. I want to ensure the refund is processed. Could I please have 5 more minutes? At this point, she's probably asked for 5 more minutes like almost 10 times now.
No.
And so I finally respond, I've had it. But again, respectful. I have been patient, but I've been in this chat with you for 45 minutes and another 20-minute wait prior for a $6 refund. This is, respectfully, an absurd amount of time to process a refund. I truly do not understand what is taking so long. She responds back, I completely understand, and I apologize for the experience. You've been incredibly patient. This delay is not reflective of the service we strive to provide. So then I wait, and I respond back 4 minutes later, because that's after she had asked for another 5 minutes. And so all I say back
So
is...
you're like, we're flipping the script.
I said, okay, it's been 5 minutes. Is it done? And she goes, I can confirm the money is still processing from our end, which is causing the delay.
No, that is
And
a
then
lie. Their
I say,
system can't be any more challenging than ours. Like it's a
we'll get to
quick
this.
click of a button.
It's a quick button you push.
Yeah.
So then she goes, I go, are you having a system issue or something? And she goes, the process can take up to 2 days, and I will need to move this case to email. That way I can follow up with you. And I said, for a $6 refund, I'd like to be escalated to a manager. And she goes, I apologize for the inconvenience. The funds are still processing, which is why this is taking some time. I respond, I own multiple businesses and regularly process refunds, which process instantly on the business end. Yes, it takes a few days to hit the customer. There is no way this should take 2 days. Please escalate me to a manager. 2 minutes later, she goes, your prepaid membership has been activated. A manager cannot bypass the refund process. And I respond back, when is my email follow-up coming? I'm not trying to bypass, in quotes, the refund process. I'm trying to understand why this has now taken an hour with no resolution on the refund. And she goes, I apologize for a couple minutes later for the inconvenience. The payment is still being processed by our payment processor, and until this is completed, the refund cannot be issued. And I was like, I want an email sent with a follow-up on the status now. She responds back, can I have 5 more minutes to confirm something, please? So at this point, I leave the chat. I'm like, I'm done.
We're done.
We're done.
5 minutes are up, honey.
You have no more 5 minutes. I have no more 5-minute fucks to give. You're done.
No.
So a manager actually did respond to me the next day.
Well, that's
So I was
good.
like, I'll give it a couple days, and if not,
Yeah.
I'll reach back out. It's just not, I had to get to work at this point and like get ready. But I'm like, this is insanity. All you have to do as a business, it doesn't hit instantly. You hit refund, it processes. It takes a couple days to process. I don't know if she just didn't understand how a refund worked, but like,
Maybe she's
I'm like,
new.
did you hit? All I was trying to say is like, did you hit the refund button or not? It's a quick. I could have left the chat. Are we done?
Click,
You are done.
choose.
That's totally normal. That means you're in a very good vein. That means you got all the.
Oh, there's blood.
Yeah, so I backflowed because that means you have a good heart. So your heart is perfusing. It's literally pushing your blood back in outside your bloodstream into the line.
Cute.
Woo.
So no being weirded out by it.
Side note on health, I did this thing called Life Force, which is like this blood panel you do, and it has all these different markers. So
Yeah.
you're gonna see me get an IV taken out, and I like it.
Sorry.
And it tells you your biological age based on all these things, and it said I'm 19 years old.
Hell yeah. Man.
Now I'm 18, according to Josh. Don't mean to
So
hold
the
that.
minus pressure? Yeah, until I can wrap it.
Amen, Josh.
So I get blood going.
Anyway, so look into Life Force. But
I love that. Well,
Thanks, yeah.
5-minute
Okay.
girl.
You did a great job.
It seems as
5-minute
though
girl.
5-minute girl. Seems as though
Thank you.
Welcome.
Sorry you had to listen to all that. Yeah. Garrett, yeah, I can take care of it.
like, follow, subscribe.
Welcome.
Like, follow, subscribe. He's got a business card.
Great. I know we do
Well,
need
for us to
business
do a
cards.
party, hit me up.
There you go.
There you
Lit.
go.
Locally.
Take a screenshot.
We'll tag
He'll
him.
be back.
15 minutes left.
Thank you.
Well, let's segue into our topic of the day, of the week.
Of the week.
Of
So we're going to talk about
boundaries, burnout, and saying no.
Yeah, and I
Ava's
feel like
topic
my-
that I have no
Thank you. Trust
control
thank
over.
you.
I've
Yeah.
gotten better-ish.
So I feel like these are all things we've talked about in other podcasts as it relates to like
Mhm.
boundaries, burnout, and stuff. But we're really going to do a deep dive today and just kind of concisely wrap up a bunch of themes of this we've been touching on.
Yes.
And I know we've talked about like this is one thing I've been really working on, especially in my current role. And then in my role with Pure Bar is to have more of those set boundaries and be able to kind of put more stringent like blocks on like what I'm going to allow into my space. But Ava, if you want to kind of start by talking about your experience with the topic and we can workshop this.
My experience of always saying yes.
Yes.
So I feel like I've touched on it in the previous episodes of I have zero boundaries when it comes to work, even relationships. I constantly will just say yes to anything. And I feel like it stemmed from things of childhood and growing up of the need of feeling wanted and recognized and being rewarded for doing good because life was so much around me was chaos. And so things that I could control are things I was really good at. Growing up, it was dance and school. I was really passionate about my dancing. I was really passionate about doing good in school because I would get rewarded if I did well in both. And that just kind of fed into my adult life going into the workplace of if I went over the top or over exceeded in X, Y, and Z, in my head, I would think I would be rewarded for that. But more, it was kind of selfish of me to do so and prideful of me. Like if I show my boss or if I show someone higher up than me that I can do it all, I'm going to be rewarded and I'm going to move up in whatever the job or whatever the role was. And learning boundaries within that, I am working on because I have quickly burnt myself out and spiraled out of control mentally, emotionally, spiritually, because it got to a point where I couldn't control anymore everything around me, whether it was with work, with relationships. And so I had to do a quick reset and refresh of, okay, what is in my control and what can I give to others to help me, because I'm not a one woman show, which
Yeah.
when you're in a competitive atmosphere, whether it's sports, work, whatever your background is, you want to succeed, but there are boundaries that come with that. And that I'm slowly working on and saying no, but I still have that major guilt. Like the past 2 weeks, we had Katie's vow renewal, and I made a boundary that I wasn't going to work Friday afternoon, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday morning. And then going into another week where I had another set of travel where I was with family and I wanted to enjoy that time, I had major guilt because within my role where I'm at with our studios, the end of the month, like the last few days of the month and the first 2 days of the month, are probably my busiest days ever. It's a lot of reporting, it's a lot of closeout items with sales, it's a lot of resetting for a new month ahead. And especially today, with only 2 days left, I'm like, why did I take time off? Why did I do that? Because now I'm super behind on everything. I'm super stressed. I'm never going to do that again. But mentally and emotionally, I'm like, no, I needed that because I was at a point of crashing out, as the kids would say.
Crashing out.
Crashing out. That's another word they're
She
saying.
pulled a hood up. She pulled a hood up.
But, I was on the verge of crashing out because I feel like I've been go, 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 go for ever. I never really take
Yeah.
time off, and that's something I need to work on. And also now not feeling major guilt doing so because I feel like I've either let my boss down or I've let like other people around me down. But I think that's something I'm just like putting on myself.
Yeah. I think that's a common thing. Like, people wear like burnout as a badge of honor, right? Like, it's like,
For sure.
right? It's like an achievement that you're burnt out almost, but it shouldn't be.
Yeah. And even to like before COVID, I feel as though like people would go into their work like sick as a dog. Like I would have to be puking and shitting at the same time in order to not work.
So I'm convinced I had the OG COVID. I was sick the entire month of February 2020. I got all different tests done. They couldn't my daughter had it too. They couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. I went to work and I would just be like coughing up a lung every single day, but they were like, we don't know what you have. It's some weird virus. And then I remember one time I was teaching and I was literally coughing up blood. I ended up getting pneumonia. Um, but yeah, like I had to go to work. Like, I don't know. It's just like, I didn't have to. I guess I probably could have taken my sick days, but like, I was just like, I'm just gonna go to work. Like, I don't know. It was just weird.
Absolutely. Yeah. And there were so many times, I mean, still to this day, I mean, there was a point during like heat of COVID where if I had any sign of illness, I was like, nope. But then that quickly flipped again, and it got to a point, I remember I was so sick, I couldn't even talk. And my job is basically talking all the time, whether it's teaching or if I'm even just online, I'm on the phone with people, I'm talking. And so my voice has to literally give out in order for me to stop. Or I've have a major injury in my rib cage. I have some floating ribs that are out of place, and my body knows when I've overdone it because my whole right side of my body will go into spasm, and I know that's my stopping point when my body goes into spasm, and that's so bad
Yeah.
that I let it get to that point where I just internalize so much to the point where my body freaks out and is telling me, "Stop," because I
Yeah.
don't know how to say no. I'm
Yeah.
working on it, slowly but surely.
Yeah, and I think too, it's like you kind of touched on it, but one point is like whether it's your business or you're a manager, like you feel like there's a guilt trip in saying no, or like that
Mhm.
you're gonna let someone down. And
Yeah.
I would take a pause and like reflect back, like, okay, what are the implications if I do say no? And like, what does this mean? Because at most points, it's probably okay to say no or to be honest about like what you're going through, or hey, I need more time for this, or no, I can't pick up this class, or whatever your personal situation is. And I think another point, and I like to call myself a professional hustler. Like, I love the hustle, I love the grind, but I do think that it kind of glorifies saying yes in a lot of situations you probably shouldn't have, because you always want to get to the next thing. Like, there were some Pure Barre studios for sale, and I was like super interested in buying them recently. But then I was like, wait, if I say yes to this, like, why am I saying yes? Am I saying yes because I have like this intrinsic like want to grow my Pure Barre portfolio? Or is it just because I want another challenge? And like, for me, I think it was just like the challenge of taking on another thing, like, because I've kind of, been doing these two for a while, let's do some more. But then I had to take a step back and be like, well, if I buy these, like, what are the implications for the rest of my life? And we have
Yeah.
plans to finish renovating the rest of our house. And like we've put that off for 4 years now, because I bought the first studio and then I bought the second studio, or opened the second studio. And so I'm like, I needed to take a step back and not just say immediately yes to everything. Like, there, when you say yes to something, you are intrinsically saying no. I don't know if that's the right word, but you know what I'm getting at. You're basically saying no to something else, right? There is, hey, I can't reach the wine if it's over there. Um, he literally put it at the desk across the room. Garrett, Garrett.
G baby.
But yeah, if you're saying yes to something, you're saying no to something else, right? Like, you have finite amount of time in your day. You have finite amount of resources in your life. So there is a trade-off in every decision you make. And so really make sure that you're reflecting on what that trade-off is, and if it is worth it, if it is the right decision for you in that moment, or for your long-term goals or plans or whatever. Does it serve the person you want to be in 5 years? I don't know.
Absolutely. No, I 100% agree with that. For me too, I'm like, there's no better time than the now. So I'm just like, hustle, 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 go, go, go. Like, we don't have kids yet. And so for me mentally, I'm like, okay, I need to be doing this. I need to be doing that, because when we do have kids, I'm going to have to give up X, Y, and Z. And that's hard to think about in the future too. Is I'm in an industry where my body is a huge tool in it all. And so looking 5 years ahead, I'm like, oh my gosh, maybe I'm not going to be able to do everything I'm doing now, because I'm going to be so overwhelmed and just consumed with a little one, which is good. And so in my mindset now, I'm like, okay, well, I need to hustle and do everything I absolutely can in this moment, in this time, but I'm just hurting myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just stressing myself out.
Yeah, I think one thing that is really important is boundary setting for yourself. It is a show of good leadership, because then it allows your
Hmm.
team to learn to set boundaries too, especially if you
Yes.
coach and are responsible for a lot of people that are early on in their careers, right? This is their first
Hmm.
job sometimes, or like whatever. And I think what you set up for the weekend that we were away was really good test of like setting those boundaries, putting procedures in place, putting systems in place that allow you to take time off, because you should be taking time off. Like, you should be allowed to do that.
Yeah.
And setting that standard and expectation. Like, I remember, I think I shared a few episodes ago, my boss had mentioned to me at my last job, like, you send emails still when you're on vacation. Like, it's fine if you, like, again, it's fine if you want to do that, but you're setting kind of the example for your team that maybe there should be an expectation that they do it. So like your team definitely follows what you
Mm,
do. And so if you're
yeah.
good at setting boundaries, they're going to see it's okay to set boundaries. And I'm so sorry I cannot take this conversation seriously because I have like a Lisa Barlow eye right now. I need a refill. And this eyelash is so much darker than this one because I'm missing so many. I've been sleeping on this side more because I don't know why. It just felt better. And it's
That
just
is
bad.
great.
I can't.
I feel like this eye personally for me is a little bit more droopier than the other. Even growing up, my mom would say that I would like squint one eye when I was watching TV. So
Yeah, it's this one.
we're both, just one-eyed pirates over here, thriving and surviving.
Thriving and surviving. Um, but yeah, I think whether it's your business, your side hustle, your corporate job, your day job, like whatever it is, you do need to have boundaries in place and you really need to harness the power of saying no because it is so incredibly powerful when you respect your time. Like this
Yeah.
girl at Aura Ring did not respect my time. She kept asking for 5 more minutes for an hour straight.
No.
But I was like, you know what? I'm I'm respectfully going to tell you why this is an absolutely ridiculous thing you're making me do. It's really powerful. Like your time's valuable. Other people's time, like we've talked about this, like protect your time like it's your paycheck. Protect your energy like it's your paycheck. Like Taylor Swift said it, like she said it energy, I'll say it time too. Like your energy should be treated like a luxury item. Not everyone can afford it. Like that's the same thing with your time. And it is super crucial that you're protecting your space in that and that you're making sure that you're making decisions that best serve you at the end of the day. Because especially at work, you need to be serving yourself, not other people. Like when it
Yeah.
really comes down to it at the end of the day. So
Yeah. Are there any moments where you felt guilt for saying no or like stepping away?
I don't, so I think my problem for a while at my last company was that when I moved into, and I don't think it's probably unique to me, but when I moved into a larger level leadership role, it's hard in moments to step away from the work that the people below you are doing that you used to do. And so, because it's so much easier to just do something yourself because it takes less time than training someone. And so, I think I don't know that I would say I felt guilty when I had to start saying no, but it was definitely something I had to learn is that if your team doesn't grow, you will have a stopping point because you're always going to need to be doing the job below you if you can't grow the people under you. So I think that that's something that's really important is saying, no, you know what? I'm not going to jump in and fix your problem right away. And I think sometimes people on my team might have saw that as not wanting to help, but it was like, and we've talked about I'm not like the best communicator with soft skills and stuff, but for me, it was trying to be like, try to figure it out for yourself first so you can learn before I just come in and fix the problem for you. Cause that is going to be my natural instinct because I know how to do your job. But so that was, I don't know if it was guilt, but it was definitely like a learning curve where I had to be like, no, I'm not going to immediately fix this. I will help you through it, but like, I'm not going to immediately just jump in and fix your problem for you. I want you to workshop it. I want you to figure it out so that eventually
Yeah.
we don't have to have this conversation again, right? Like you just know how to do it. If I just do it for you, you're never going to learn. But that was like easier for me to do because of my time. I just didn't have a lot of time at this job to do anything besides be on calls all day. And so when that happened, I was like, okay, I need to like set aside time to actually train them. And I think it's probably similar to what your experience was when you were working for the doctor is that you didn't feel like she had time to train you. And maybe she didn't, but she was able to create that, by having that open conversation.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was a lot of like on the spot stuff because as much as I could learn and memorize certain things, it wasn't until I was actually in the room with her, physically seeing what the issue was with the patient in order to help her with the diagnosis, to help her with the setups for the surgeries, the biopsies, in order to always be one step ahead of her. It wasn't until like being in the actual trenches of it with her.
Yeah.
Um, and I feel like every single time I try to step away, maybe not this past week and a half, but in the past, I have told myself, okay, I'm not working this day. And then something happens where someone's upset because they no-showed a class or they canceled out of a class and they don't want to pay the no-show or cancellation fee. And I don't get back to them until the next day. And they're upset because it took X amount of hours for me to get back to them. And then that's when I'm like, "Ugh, I I can never take a day off because these people are demanding so much and I don't want to make anyone upset. And that's not good." It's just
I feel like we need an out of office, like a automatic email reply. I'm going to look
yeah,
into this where we create filters where if it's like anything that we would consider a membership related like term comes up, or whether it's
yeah,
cancellations, freezes, refunds, I feel like we need to have an I'm going to I'm literally going to look into
yeah,
this. The email reply that goes, we will get back to you within 48 hours. Like,
yeah, that but I think this one was a text message, and I think I literally took maybe 4 hours off because I was doing things with my friends and my family that morning, and I, like, went into the text messages later that afternoon. I was like, "Oh, let me respond to this," and she was livid that I responded, like, 6 or 8 hours later. I'm like, "This is not a me issue, this is you issue, but now I feel guilty because I took time off from looking at things and being, like, super responsive." Uh, so I'm slowly learning, slowly getting there.
yeah,
But
I think
any
it's
extra
really,
tools that you have, send it my way because I know I'm not alone. And I used to think I was alone and very unique in this, but the more I've talking to people, there are people that experience the same guilt and experience in life, in the workplace, or even within relationships, whatever it may be.
yeah, I think, I mean, it's hard for you because you're remote. There's been some funny office door signs I've seen, and where it's like, if it's not an emergency, you are not allowed to come in and bother me. An emergency is like the building is
Yeah.
on fire, there's free
Yeah.
donuts, or there's a dog. Like, it's like,
Yeah.
they're funny, but it's like, it's hard for you, right? And I think that people kind of can forget that, like, we're humans too. And like, we
Oh,
have hours
yes.
and we have schedules, and like, it's not, we have business hours. And yeah, that's tough. I do want to shout out a member though. I forgot to mention this in my weekend update, but Terry, our sweet member at Tustin, she did bring me a bottle of champagne for my 10-year
Oh,
anniversary to class on Sunday. So
that's so
Terry,
sweet.
she's the sweetest. So Terry, for listening, thank you so much.
No, Terry, we do
Shout out
have really
Terry.
awesome members. We really do. And it's hard because I do attribute that to all the work we've put in over the years. And so now being at a spot with one of the studios where I can maybe start like slowly not stepping back, but allowing staff to kind of steerhead certain situations. And if it needs my
Yeah.
attention, I'll get to them when I'm available. Um, so that is cool just to kind of see our hard work play out to the point where I can go on vacation. I don't need to answer X, Y, and Z. Like everything's going to be fine.
Yeah. And I think that's something we need to work on, is just building you kind of that, we have Megan and she's fantastic, but just kind of giving her more training and more opportunity to take on more of those types of things, so that, because I remember one of the first big trips I did after when I went to Europe 2 summers ago.
Yeah.
um my parents were like, well, was this for the studios? Okay, like, what happened? I was like, no, Ava just like ran everything, and I want someone to be able to like do that for you so that you can have
Yeah.
time. I mean, I'm happy to do it when I'm around, but especially if we're on vacation together, like, there has to be
Yes. I know that's
another
the
person.
hardest thing is when we go on vacation together. Like it's so fun. And then I'm like, oh shoot, who's gonna run this? Who's gonna do X, Y, and Z? That's when it
Yeah.
gets challenging, but it is a learning curve, especially for me because I feel like I was able to help that for you, and now I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, I need
Yeah.
someone to train in order to do that for me who can be the next person. And I think I don't know where I heard this, but you maybe it was one of the Pure Bar sales trainings that we did, but you want to train your staff to the point where anyone could take your job or pick
Yeah.
up for you at any point. Like,
Yeah.
I need to take the pride out of it all and be like, no, I need people who can quickly step up and take on what I do on a daily
Yeah.
basis. Maybe not everything, but to a point where we can go to Europe
Yeah.
together.
Let's do it.
We can run away together.
Right away. No, it is so important. And I think, I mean, I know you won't, it'll still probably linger in your mind, but you're never gonna train someone up enough where I'm going to replace you with that person. Like
Oh
you're,
no, I constantly feel like I'm gonna be fired at any moment.
I
Nothing because
know.
of you. It's the pressure that I put on myself. And I think I had this conversation with you maybe earlier this year. I was like, "Can I share with you my biggest fear?" I think we were in the jacuzzi or something. You're like, "Sure." Like, "My biggest fear is I'm gonna be fired." And you're like, "Okay." But, like, it haunts me at night and every day. You're like, "Well, don't."
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how. I'm working on it.
I felt so bad today when you were trying to ask me for I know you're struggling with the one studio and you were trying to ask me for advice and I was like,
You're like,
I
"I've
got
got
nothing.
nothing."
I got nothing.
You're like, "Ask someone else."
Phone a friend.
Phone
A
a
different one.
friend. Can we Yeah. I need a lifeline. I need to phone a friend for help on this one studio. But, yeah.
There was one time in my last job, it was years ago, so it was at the start of COVID. It wasn't any of the managers I worked for towards the end, but um, I worked in mostly it was overseeing construction projects, and so most of our construction stopped at the start of COVID. Granted, we didn't have a lot to do. So in that time, I was surprised, lots of people stopped paying rent because a lot of people got there was all this trickle effect of lockdown. So I remember my manager at one point asked, because he had gotten asked apparently, for people to help call people that were in collections to collect past due rent. And I straight up told him no. And I said, I'm not doing that. I'm not calling these people. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't sign up for this in my job and I don't
No.
want to do it. That's a conversation I don't want to have with someone.
Yeah, that's
And
tough.
fire me if you, I mean, no, it didn't come down to that. But it was just like, I was like, no, I'm not doing it. That's not my job description. I'm sorry. And
Yeah.
I was a person for a long time in that job where I would do whatever you told me because I wanted to move up and I wanted to build that
Right.
reputation of being a yes girl. I'm like, she'll do whatever she needs to get the job done and keep the business moving. But at that point, I was like, no, that's where you've hit my limit of what I'm willing to say yes to.
We ain't calling people in
I'm not
collections, and
calling
that's a
people.
very sensitive subject too, especially during that time, and
Yeah.
especially with rent, like, people were struggling, and to have that
Yeah.
conversation and to essentially be the bad guy, you're like, "I don't know. I don't want that
No,
heaviness and responsibility."
no. I was pregnant too, and I was um on modified bed rest for my first trimester. So I was like, I'm good. I'm just gonna sit
Yeah,
here. Maybe I'll just take medical leave. I don't know. I didn't,
yeah,
but it's like couldn't say no. But anywho, that was one time I felt proud of myself for saying yes, because that was not something I was willing to do.
it's
Or
good.
saying no.
Saying
So
no, yeah.
yeah.
That's good. Well, I'm proud of you for getting to that point in your career and in your jobs where you can say no. Someday we'll be there. Someday.
Well, let's
I
transition to
Yeah,
are you ready to transition?
I am because the more I talk about it, the more flushed I get.
Lord Farquaad's at her point.
Lord Farquaad is at her point with speaking about her struggles and trauma. And, you know,
Thanks.
I like to say it's my best worst quality as a person. I will get the job done.
Yeah.
Timing. I will do it in less than an hour.
Well, transitioning into people who have no boundaries, I needed to talk about Salt Lake City, which is
We need to talk about Salt Lake City.
the best
Real
Housewives
Housewives.
franchise.
It is
I
the
burped.
best franchise ever since, gosh, I will say Beverly Hills is up there as one of the best franchises. Maybe the last few seasons haven't been the greatest, but Salt Lake City, it's chef's kiss.
So
First off, we
Lisa
spoke about it with your
Barlow's
eye.
eye.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lisa Barlow's eye. I was watching it and it took me a second. I kept like stopping. And I'm like, maybe I just stopped it on like her halfway blinking and then I play it again. I'm like, no, it's actually like that. But I kept thinking her like pupil was getting larger and then it wasn't. And it just kept like going up and down.
It was so bad. And then her hairline that was like spray painted on, and
Someone did her real dirty.
and makeup and hair did her dirty.
Real dirty.
People were saying like it was
poor woman.
Bravo like being mad that she didn't show up for the first episode because she was still negotiating her contract.
I don't know if it was the first episode because I don't know the timing and everything, but I'm sure she had filmed some things and then this just so happened to play out as the first episode.
No, she wasn't on the first episode at all.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I
she
don't
didn't show up till
know.
the second, and they said it was because she was negotiating her contract, trying to get more money. But anyway, her what's it called? Interview.
Her yeah, her
Her
interviews.
They
it'll
call them
come to me.
something.
Yeah.
Iconic. And then someone who has no boundaries, Brittany Bateman. No
I was shocked to
self-awareness,
see her
no
again.
boundaries.
With freaking whatever Osborne. The children are children.
Time of night.
It's that time of night.
Garrett,
But
welcome to our chaos.
welcome to our chaos. It was the last 2 episodes were awesome. I could not stand Heather right now. She is
No.
just sniffing up Lisa's butthole at the moment. And yeah, I feel like she does that with a lot of what come off to be the not fan favorites, but people that are of higher authority of her. She will sniff up the butt real hard because she did that with Jen Shaw to a point where she got a black eye.
She did get a black eye.
So she is definitely a yes girl, which Lisa Barlow
Whoever
has
like
called.
she perceives as like the kind of HBIC or like the
Yes.
hardest one.
But Lisa
to, like,
Barlow did once call Heather a yes girl in college at BYU.
Fun. I need to pee really bad and my kids are screaming. Can I come
Yes.
back? It's
Yeah.
all the Ivy filled me up.
She's back.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
So yeah, Heather is always up like one person's butt every season, and it's Lisa Barlow. Bronwyn, queen, love her.
I love Bronwyn. That's all.
I love her. When she said, "You need to go get a job," is what you need to do and pay off all those lawsuits, I was like, "Oh,
Cool.
game
We need to
set
talk
match."
about the gout penis.
Big out dick sucker. Iconic line, I will say on Lisa's defense. It was, I didn't know you can get gout there. It does. I don't know
if you can get gout in the penis, but it was an epic line. It wasn't even like a diss. Bronwyn was like, I love sucking dick. I love sucking my husband's dick. So thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. She's like, I don't know what you mean by a gout, but I love sucking dick and I will. Thanks.
Yeah. The episode before when they were camping though, and like Brittany was trying to go after Whitney, and then Whitney was just going into this whole depth about she lost her whole family's fortune on a bad business or something. And then Brittany comes up and just tries to give her a hug, and she's like, It's
She's
just
like,
so
not
awkward. I
now.
love it. Not
Yeah,
now.
Brittany tries to make everything about her in every given moment, any given possible theory going on. She will
Yeah.
make it all about her. So Whitney was opening up about her struggles and losing a business that her and her husband put all of their finance and fortune into, and it wasn't successful and they lost it. And Brittany brings up something from like last season where she was like, well, nobody was sympathetic towards me during X, Y, and Z. And she's like, I think it was with her relationship with Jared.
Yeah.
If Whitney
Which,
was like, we're talking about my life and my family and my like livelihood. Like we have nothing
yeah.
right now. I
Yeah.
mean, they have money from the show and other endorsements, I'm sure, but there was a lot that probably went into her, what was it called? Wild Rose. I did buy product.
I can't stand with this light adjustment.
I know, it
It's got to
keeps
be a setting on my
doing a light
computer.
show, maybe. But I did buy one of Whitney's products and it was good, but not one I was going to purchase again. I just did it out of support. I needed to support my girl in the moment. Oh yeah, Salt Lake. It was great. I love Mary Crosby. She is great. She
She's
is
great
the best
television.
TV. She is great television. As much as she like withholds things about maybe her marriage and items like that, she does give us a lot personally with just her commentary, but also with her son struggling with his addiction issues. And seeing that again in episode 2 was really hard.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just applaud her for being so vulnerable and open and being okay with sharing that because it is going to help other people or other moms or whoever it is in a role with a family member or loved one that's going through addiction because it's hard. It's
Yeah.
really challenging no matter what person you are, seeing someone that you love go through something really hard like that and then airing that on TV. Like we went through something similar in our family and I was I did not want to share with anyone. I'm getting a little bit more open with sharing things, but that was one thing I wanted to keep like very private. So for her to like share that, I applaud it.
Yeah. That was hard to watch again because like especially I thought after last season when she had shared on one of like the Watch What Happens Live that he had gone to rehab and he was doing a lot better and it's just
Yeah.
got to be tough as a parent.
Oh, absolutely. And that goes into like control and boundaries and kind of like trying to help your child during that process, but not trying to like over control it where they could do the complete opposite. Ultimately, it's their decision to make.
Yeah.
They will make that choice themselves to get help. Otherwise, you're just a continuous enabler in that situation.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
applaud Mary Crosby. I love her.
Love her. But yeah, Salt Lake is top tier.
Top tier.
This
Anything
week
else
we've
you're watching?
got just all the Taylor Swift concert or
Oh, yes.
content online every
Okay.
day. It's chaos.
We need you to kind of do a vlog in a sense. I will put up our uh vow renewal vlog this week, so you all will see it. It's taken me a little bit of time. I'm not the best with social media and getting things up in that sense, but you will see it. But we need a live reaction of you in these songs. We'll edit it so it's not like every single song. We just need like a quick, your thoughts, the meaning, the
Yeah.
underlying Easter eggs, and even like before you see the movie, after all the things. We need the people with our number one Taylor Swift spokeswoman.
Even today there was so much. So she released like a
She
commercial
did post
essentially.
something. Okay, I did see you reposted it. I haven't really been on social media, so I only saw like a quick 5 seconds. Tell
So
me.
it's basically her like directing herself as the showgirl and like giving her feedback. And
Okay.
there's an exit sign clearly visible. So the exit signs are exiting. There's exit signs popping up everywhere and her we don't know what it means yet.
Oh my gosh, is she exiting from
I don't think so. I
this
don't think
career?
so. I don't think so. I'm not sure what it means yet, but I'm
I'm
not willing to accept
scared.
that. I don't think she will. I wouldn't be surprised if she slows down. She's, getting
Maybe
married and
you or Kelsey sent this in our group chat, but what was the first, maybe it was the first song or the last song of her first album correlates with the last song of this upcoming album.
I don't remember. I didn't see that.
I saw it somewhere. I don't know where.
Well, what I am looking forward to, so I think basically so Midnights was 2 albums ago of the
Mhm.
new albums. There was a 3 a.m. version. So she releases her music at midnight Eastern time. At 3 a.m. she released it at basically an add-on tracks. When Torture Poets came out, it came out at midnight. At 2 a.m. she released, and she's known for her countdowns. So at 2 a.m. she released the anthology, which was basically a whole nother album, but still Tortured Poets. So everyone's speculating that at 1 a.m. we're going to get some sort of bonus situation. And basically all of the music that's been tied to teasers for the new album that she's been using has been from Reputation. She always said that the Reputation vault tracks were going to be fire, and she has agreed to release them, even though she's not,
Oh,
at least from what she said, intending to re-record Reputation now that she owns it. So a lot of people are thinking there's going to be like Reputation vault tracks that are going to get released
ooh.
at some point as well. And then she released today a schedule of this weekend, or kind of like the week of the release. And
Okay.
so obviously the album drops at midnight, and then the
Mhm.
movie comes out Friday. On Saturday, it says just in the morning, just more of the movie. And then Saturday night at I think it was around 7 p.m., it just says standby. What does that mean? So something's coming Saturday. And then Sunday's more of
She's
the
pregnant.
movie.
I don't know. Something crazy.
Something. And then she's on Friday too, she's on the Graham Norton Show, which is one of my favorite talk show hosts. It's a British talk show. Everyone should watch it. And then on Monday, I think she's on Jimmy Kimmel, and then Jimmy Fallon. And then on the
Yes, because he's
6th,
been teasing some stuff.
so he teased some stuff, and then Late Night with Seth Meyers posted today, and it's him. I think she's on the 6th or the 8th with him, and he's in a orange Life of a Showgirl cardigan with a green mug, and it says then he sets the mug down, and it says Tay and then Cover, like Taylor Takeover essentially, but kind of made it one word.
Yeah.
And then people were linking that to Cover, Vancouver. So the last show she did on the Eras tour was in Vancouver, and they filmed all 3 nights of it, but they never released any of the footage. So now we're thinking is the entire album going to be music videos with the footage from the show, which she never released? There was links to there was 13 pencils in the cup on Seth Meyers' desk, and one of them
Interesting.
said the Vikings, and the Vikings last played the Chiefs on October 8th of 2023, and that's October 8th is when he's going on there. Literally the numbers it's just madness.
Crazy.
It's crazy. So I don't know what's going to happen. Spotify released a video today, and it was just
Did they?
all the different colors of the variants of the albums so the Eras tour stage is obviously
It was
a key
colorful.
or a lock, and it's the shape of it. And Taylor Nation had posted, we left the key in Vancouver. So it's all tying together. The Eras tour is
Yeah.
unlocking the next whatever we're getting. Anything else we need to go into?
No, I think that wraps it up. You had some great takeaways and something that I
No,
aspire
you did.
to. Oh, thank you. I think I just dumped all of my insecurities and struggles onto everyone, but I know someone out there relates. If you do, let us know. Let us know in the comments.
Also, if you know how to turn off the setting on your computer to adjust your lighting all the time,
Yeah, we need to help Katie out. That needs to be
I don't
fixed
know.
before I come into town.
I can't deal with it. And I'm gonna Google it.
know.
I'm gonna ask chat, but it's driving me insane. So
Yeah.
maybe my lighting will be figured out next week.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
If you're watching on YouTube, I'm sorry. If you're not, good for you.
Do it.
But yeah, even if you don't watch on YouTube, if you have a YouTube account, just go and and subscribe to our channel. It doesn't cost you anything. We won't spam you. It's just shows that you support us.
Support your girls.
Support your girls. That's
Girls
all we
gotta
got for
eat.
this week. We got to eat. Thank you, everyone, for being here.
Thank you.
We'll
Love
see you
you
next week.
all. See you next week.